November the 3rd. All right, let's rock and roll. All right, cool. We're live. What's going on? Tin Roof, Wednesday, November the 3rd, 2021. Hope you're all doing well. We are live out here once again at Tin Roof in the Vista in Columbia, South Carolina. Yours truly, back from vacation. We're getting back after it. It feels so good to be back. You know, it's crazy walking in here earlier. It felt like sort of deja vu because last week at this time, of course, we were sitting right here doing the exact same thing. And then I went on vacation. When you go on vacation, it's almost like it's not real life in a way. So it felt like it was like we were just doing this because I got back yesterday around 5 o'clock from Orlando. But no, it feels good to be back. What's up? Oh, no wings. All right, no wings. Cool. I was about to ask you that too, and I kind of forgot. So no 50-cent wings. Hey, we got $3 drafts, though, $3 rumple, and shag lessons tonight I saw. Shag lessons. That's a new development. So if you want to come out, get your shag on, 8 to 10. You can do so. Again, I see John with the comment, love the hat. Yes, the Braves are World Series champions, even brought out the tomahawk. We are celebrating the Braves winning the World Series tonight here at Tin Roof. Of course, we can talk Gamecocks. We'll talk about the game on Saturday as the Gamecocks take on the Florida Gators. Tomorrow's podcast has been recorded. It's funny, Talon asked me if I'd given up on the Gamecocks because I wasn't wearing a South Carolina hat when I walked to the bar. Nope, that's not the case. Just you got to celebrate when you can, smoke them if you got them. We even got the stogies on deck for later in the night. We're going to be celebrating tonight. Last night I was a little too tired from the trip and everything, so tonight we're going to celebrate the Braves getting the World Series win, man. It's crazy. Something I wasn't sure I'd ever be saying in my lifetime. But the Braves are officially World Series champions. Yes, Brian Dean, as you said, getting colder. You see I'm in the hoodie. We got the baseball hoodie on from baseball season, but it's kind of good. It's cooling off. Got a ton of new merch. We got a ton of hoodies, long sleeves, pullovers, everything you need for this final month, the 2021 football season and beyond, as basketball season gets rolling with the men with an exhibition tomorrow, and then the regular season gets going next week, Tuesday. The women will take on NC State in a top 5 matchup, a really fun top 5 matchup in Raleigh. And the men, that will be at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. The men will tip off at 7 next Tuesday against USC Upstate. So we're getting a really fun, exciting time. It's always fun. We got both basketball and football overlapping. The content overload, if you will, content bleeding out of the eyeball is going to be a really, really good time. Again, we're here at Tin Roof in the Vista in Columbia, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. You can call that number, text that number. Like I said, guys, no 50-cent wings tonight, but we do have $3 drafts, $3 rumple, shag lessons, 8 to 10. Again, which is a new development. If you want to come out and learn how to shag, you can do that. But we're here live with you till 7 each and every single Wednesday, live 5 to 7 at Tin Roof in Columbia, South Carolina. Again, appreciate those who came out. Appreciate those tuned in digitally on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere else, guys. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you all so much for the continued love and support. Like I said, tomorrow's podcast has been recorded. It will be a full breakdown of the game Saturday as the Gamecocks take on the Florida Gators. And I, for one, I'm really excited for it. Again, I know it's very interesting. I know the mindset and the mood around kind of football is sort of up in the air with some, but hey, man, we got another opportunity on Saturday to tailgate, to hang out with our friends, our colleagues, and a night game at Willie B, something we were all clamoring for. That hoodie looks good, my guy. It looks really good. Fits well. Popping. Yeah, you fresh. You're fresher than me tonight. So I didn't even wear mine. You're fresher than me tonight. So, continue to take you guys' questions, your comments, everything else, guys. Again, like I told you, we do have new merch on the store. And if you're not rocking with the tie-dye merch, you are really missing out. I'll actually be dropping some new merch here as well in the next couple of days, some stuff out of my personal closet, my personal collection, not necessarily tied to the Gamecocks, but just some things I put together randomly last week was making merch. And, I think you guys will really, really like it. But, again, we got some fire hoodies, fire pullovers, long sleeves. Hey, support your team either way. Support the merch. Support the business, TSUS.store. That is TSUS.store is where you can rock with all of that merch. Again, folks, we're talking Gamecocks. We're talking Atlanta Braves. The Braves are the 2021 World Series champions. To hell with the Mets. To hell with the Astros. Hey, here's the thing. I should have put money on it because the Braves winning the World Series it was the easiest bet of all time. Here's why. If you believe in karma at all, the Braves were going to win the World Series. You know, the Astros didn't get punished for their cheating. They didn't get anything. What? They didn't get punished for the cheating. They didn't get punished for anything that happened. Nothing got stripped. Nothing got taken away. They even played a season last year without full capacity stadiums and got to kind of evade all the criticism, if you will. But them getting to the end, the final, and losing it at home and having to watch the Braves celebrate on their field, you know what? I think that karma is a real thing. The baseball gods always win in the end. And so I think that's what you saw last night. So, again, hey, if you believe in karma, you knew the Braves were going to get the W. And not even, you know what? What it goes to show, the Atlanta curse is powerful. The Atlanta curse is powerful, but the baseball gods always win in the end. And they won in the end last night. And the Braves, it's honestly still kind of surreal to me. It's kind of surreal. The Braves are World Series champions. In a way, it's kind of sad that the season is over. When the baseball season comes to an end, it's always a little bit of a sad thing, but incredible, man. It's awesome. We got the tomahawk. I might even play the tomahawk chop here at some point once we get a couple more people in here. I know we got some Braves fans coming out. They hit me up on social media. So, again, we can talk Gamecocks, but we can talk Bravos too, man, and just celebrate what was the Atlanta Braves winning the World Series. So, but again, excited for Saturday's game, man. Excited for Saturday's game. Gamecocks taking on the Gators. South going to sit against an 18.5-point underdog, which I'll be honest with you, I was really surprised when the line opened up just how big the spread was. I thought it would be around 12 or 13. So to see Florida open up as nearly a 3-touchdown favorite was a little surprising. It was a little surprising to me. And it's come down a little bit. But, obviously I gave my best bet today, and I wouldn't touch it. I think the Gamecocks just let me put it this way. Does South Carolina have the ability to get blown out? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Do they have the ability to also, I think, play Florida much closer than people expect and make this a fourth-quarter game? Yes, they do. But they certainly have the ability to get blown out. And I think the number one storyline, what it comes down to with the Gamecocks this week, is the quarterback position. Jason Brown, most likely going to be your starter. I understand Shane Beamer is playing the whole gamesmanship thing, and he's not revealing anything or saying anything. Jason Brown's going to be your starting quarterback, bottom line. He's going to be your starting quarterback. I almost put out a tweet, and I might still do it. Everyone who retweets this, or I'm going to put something out. It's like, if Zeb Nolan starts at quarterback Saturday, everyone who retweets this, I'll Venmo you $1. I'm going to put out one of those because there's just no way. There's no way in my mind Zeb Nolan is even going to see the field on Saturday. No way. Dude's coming off a meniscus surgery. I think he got a concussion again. I mean, I'm surprised he's alive after the A&M game. So, yeah, I think it's going to be Jason Brown for sure. Let's see. We got a text. Ready for Saturday to look like the second coming of Spurrier coming out of the bye week for the Cox to upset. Hashtag optimism. The optimism coming out. I love it. I love it. I need about 6 more of those before I can be optimistic. Need a couple more. Did you see, by the way, on the sign, they're teaching people how to shag tonight? 8 to 10. Yep, something. That's something, right? So call up your boo things, invite them out. Sounds like a great date night. Shag night at Tin Roof. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Brian Dean mentions the transfer for Gamecocks basketball from Washington. Yes, Stevenson. Yeah. Now, I'm excited to watch the team tomorrow night. Again, their exhibition against Benedict, which it will be a complete blowout. But I'm excited to see all the new guys. We have so many new faces. And, again, of course, I mentioned you guys the podcast on Friday. That's actually going to be the one where I do my full season preview for Gamecocks basketball, both men's and women's. I'm really making it a point this year to cover women's basketball more extensively. I think we all know the realities of what the big 3 sports are and the revenue generators and all that good stuff. But, when you put the kind of product that Dawn Staley is putting on the floor, they deserve the recognition. They deserve the credit, the credit they've earned and the recognition they earned. So I'm excited to dive deeper into women's basketball. I mean, obviously we are extremely good at it. And I think it's national championship or bust for Dawn Staley's team. So really excited to watch them play. Again, their season opener Tuesday, 5 o'clock at NC State, who is ranked 4th in the country. So it'll be a top 5 matchup to start off the season. It'll be a top 5 matchup. So going to be a lot of fun. I think Dawn Staley's crew is destined for a national title run, a Final Four run, whatever you want to say. What's in store for Frank Martin's squad? I have no idea. Will Frank Martin be employed by the University of South Carolina this time next year? I think that's one of the biggest questions, to be honest. How many games does he have to win to stick around? Is it NCAA tournament or bust? I've said that it is. I think it should be 20 games. 20 will probably get you pretty close to the tournament. 20 will get you pretty close, especially if you take care of business in the non-con. You got some big non-conference games, though, man. You got Georgetown. You got Florida State. Of course, you got the Clemson game. You got games like Coastal Carolina. I don't know if that's really a big game, but a game you have to win. And it's all really come down to the non-conference, man. That's what's killed this team in the previous seasons. And I'm going to be keeping my expectations very, very realistic. The last 3 seasons, I have predicted Carolina basketball to make the NCAA tournament, and they've come nowhere near it. So I will not be doing that again. I can tell you that much. We've heard every year since 2017 that this was Frank Martin's best team. The first year I moved here, I remember literally talking to who was it I was talking to? I was talking to Devin Downey. That was Devin Downey I was talking to. He said it was the best guard play they had since Frank Martin had been there. And you just keep hearing stuff like that over and over and over and over again, and you don't do anything with the talent, you feel like. So what will Frank Martin do this season? Who knows? Who knows? How many games does he have to win to keep his job? And, again, we're not talking about a coach that's in year 2 or 3 or 4. This is year 10 for Frank Martin. I like Frank Martin. I'm a Frank Martin guy. I like Frank Martin. But expectations are what expectations are, and you've got to win. You've got to win. You're getting paid way too much money. This isn't Pop Warner. This isn't AAU. We are paying you to win ball games, not lose ball games. And honestly, what you just texted is exactly what I was thinking about with Muschamp. How it's like you're the next year is your best team every year, and they don't play like it. They don't play like it. Yeah, falls on deaf ears. So again, I think this is definitely just a prove it year, a show me year. For Frank Martin and that team, and we'll see what happens. So let's see. Brian Dean says, if Florida's a running team, put 9 in the box and shut them down. Brian, if it was that simple, God, I'd love if it was just that simple. Yeah, that's the scary thing in the game this weekend. Carolina struggles to stop the run. Florida is averaging 243 yards per game rushing the football. Their leading rusher on their football team is their quarterback. And how often have we seen a Gamecocks football team struggle against dual threat quarterbacks or just mobile quarterbacks in general? Because, to call Emory Jones dual threat is probably giving a little too much credit to his passing ability. He can throw it, but 10 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. It's a mixed bag for him throwing the football, but he can obviously run it. I think he's averaging like 65 yards per game, which, again, leads their team. Who's in second? Anthony Richardson, who's also a quarterback. So they love to run with the quarterback. However, it sounds like he might not play this weekend. Coming out today that apparently he may have a concussion. So I don't know. I don't know who, you might be seeing just Emory Jones. Maybe they'll both play. Who knows? Either way, though, you got to stop the quarterback run game. If South Carolina can't contain the quarterback, they have absolutely no chance in this game defensively. So we'll see. I don't know. I get really, and I think a lot of it probably has to come back to linebacker play because you do have good defensive linemen. But it's just crazy. We spend the entire summer in the preseason hyping up the defensive line. And, dude, we haven't stopped the run in 4 years. We can't stop the run. I don't know how people overlook that, but we cannot stop the run. And if you cannot stop the run, you will not win games. Bottom line, you cannot win games. Let's see. Travis says the common theme this year, with the exception of the Kentucky game, we've been blown out in all of our losses. That's a sad fact. Hopefully that changes, but until it happens, I have my doubts. Well, there's only been, to me, one really bad blowout, and that was the Tennessee game. Georgia, you were a 31-point underdog, so wipe that one away. A&M was a bad matchup across the board. I hate the way it happened, but that was a bad matchup across the board. So the Tennessee one is really the sore spot for me. It's like, man, that was a really bad game. You fall down 28-0 in the first quarter. You definitely need to show some life coming out of the bye week, though, Travis. I don't disagree. It's going to be really concerning if you got a team that comes out there and, doesn't come out fired up and play the right way. And I think they will. I think we'll play hard. I don't think I've never really had concerns with, Shane Beamer and his football team approaching it the right way and playing hard. But, you got to execute too. And as Shane Beamer pointed out, you got to win your one-on-one matchups, and players have got to go make plays. And that's the bottom line. I think that's something. I don't know if anybody's noticed that or if people follow it as closely as obviously I do, which, you probably don't, but what? I mean, you could argue that. He's saying Tennessee's a better team than Florida. I mean, they're both kind of just like – no, I know. Yeah. No, I mean, Florida's a mess now, though. Yeah, Florida's a mess. Florida's a complete mess. I don't know. I don't know. Will Sis says you got 4 good running backs. Go back to the George Rogers days. Go back to the I formation with 2 tight ends, extra blockers, nothing to lose. And that sounds like some fun football to watch, doesn't it? Sounds like Mike Bobo football. Should have just kept Bobo if you want to do that. Let's see. Brian Dean, this team has talented players. Hopefully they come together against Florida and finish the year strong and go bowling. A bowl game would be absolutely just incredible. Let's see. Ryan Johnson. Through the offensive struggles, Beamer said publicly that it's not as bad as it looks. Yeah, I saw him say that as well. I'll tell you this, though, again, back to the point I was about to make. If you really follow along on what Shane Beamer said this season, what's really interesting about it, I think he's been very honest. And I feel like I've said this multiple times, but I feel like he's been very honest about the state of the roster. You heard him talk yesterday just about, guys have got to go win one-on-one matchups and saying that, basically he's not putting it on coaching. He is inadvertently saying, and he's mentioned it multiple times this season, that, like, players have to go make plays. We can coach them as hard as we want, but players have got to go make plays. So I think Shane Beamer kind of understands the realities of what he's working on. Here was a really, really interesting comment today from Marcus Satterfield regarding the offense. And I'm going to put this quote up on social media later, and I know people are going to have some type of reaction to it. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the actual direct quote. I have it paraphrased here. I do have it paraphrased. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to go with the paraphrased option. So Marcus Satterfield was asked about the offense. Is it too complex? Is the offense too complex? Okay. Is it too complex? Satterfield says this. If I can find it. I can't seem to find it. I'm looking for a specific tweet. Actually, I know it was Mike Ewa that tweeted it. That's who it was. It was Mike Ewa that tweeted it. Bring back battle armor. Right. It's the one thing that kept us going, right? Battle armor. All right, here is what was very interesting today. This is what Marcus Satterfield said regarding people saying, oh, the scheme's too complex. It's the scheme. This is what Satterfield said. Again, this is paraphrased directly from Mike Ewa. This is what he said, though. There's nothing that we're doing that's too complex, especially in the run game. I've coached at the FCS level. My dad has coached at the high school level. It's basic football. But what I'm asking them to do, maybe you're not wide zone team. Maybe you're a tight gap zone team. So is he saying his players are idiots? That's my question. Because obviously he's saying, no, the scheme's very simple. It's very easy. Is he saying the players just suck? I mean, if you read between the lines of that, he's saying, shit, it ain't my scheme. Not mine. My scheme's easy. If I got players worth a damn. I'm just saying, man, like he is obviously, obviously he believes in his scheme. I mean, he obviously believes in his scheme. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That just, I have really, and I think it's because our coaches are so in tune with social media. I have found like they're very like almost, like we're in the South, right? The bless your heart state. We're in the bless your heart state in a way. Our coaches are very like what passive aggressive. And I really feel like our coaches are a little passive aggressive in some ways. Like they're not directly saying it, but they're just like they're inadvertently saying it. Like that, again, that's paraphrased from Mike Ewan. I'm sure if we pulled up the audio, it would be, be basically exactly that. Is it the scheme? Apparently he don't think it's the scheme. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think on one hand, you don't want, coaches, they're the guys that are paid, take responsibility. I think also at some point they're like, man, it ain't us. We coach them as hard as we want. But, hey, I mean, literally, Beamer, I think like last week, I'd have to find, I'm sure I could find the post real quick with the quote. But he certainly took the blame off of Satterfield and what he said. Let's see. I can find this pretty quickly. Let's see. Let's see. Where did it go? These, again, I don't know if people have really followed these quotes and like, where is this quote at? I mean, he also said after the Tennessee game, he said, quote, I don't know what the message boards are saying, but I'm sure they're nuclear about bad play calling. Well, I don't know what play calls were bad on Saturday, so help me out. Some of the stuff they've said as well. All right, let's jump to the phone line. I got my buddy David calling in. Let's see what David wants. David, what's up, man? Fire away.
Hey, man, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'll listen off here. You're talking about Satterfield being asked about complexity of it. Didn't Beamer in his Sunday conference call or maybe even Tuesday said that they simplified things? I mean, you can't be – why would you simplify something if it wasn't complex?
Good deal. David, I appreciate the question. I didn't hear him say anything about simplifying the offense. I could be wrong. I may have missed that. I think Beamer believes in the system. I really do. I think he believes in this. From what I've seen, from what I've heard or whatever. Here we go. This is what Coach Beamer said after the Vandy game. Again, I don't know if people like miss this or like just forget this was said. Quote, it's 7 weeks in and we got to be better on offense. That's pretty accurate. We've got to have some consistency at quarterback. The play calling didn't force us to have 4 turnovers and holding penalties. It's like I read comments like that, and I'm like, that's the passive-aggressive, like, it ain't my fault we turned it over. Players suck. Blame him. Blame them. I mean, I'm not saying that's like a positive either. I'm just pointing it out. I mean, it's just like. I mean, we did play like complete shit, though. We did. We did turn it over 4 times. We have committed tons of stupid penalties. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. What's so funny about it is this, though, and again, I know I'm going to sound like a bit of a hypocrite because I criticize, I critique, I've gone after coaches. But there's some fans out there, there's some people on social media, on Twitter, that are just so adamant about it, like how we need to fire Satterfield right now, how stupid he is. I'm like, bro, why don't we just hire somebody off Twitter to be the OC? Why do we even have coaches? If coaches are so stupid, why do we even have them? What's the point of having a coach? Like, we don't need a coach. Like, literally, let's go to the idea that I have. The idea of we're going to, like that football league that Johnny Manziel played in, where everybody downloads an app, and before every play, you pick 1 of 3 plays on the screen, and whichever one has the highest percentage, that's the play they run. Just every play. One of them be a run, one will be a pass, and then one will be something else. I don't know. Or ask coach. We'll be like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna ask the coach. I mean, and then before the game, we can all set the starting lineup. We'll all set the starting lineup, and it'll just take the average and all the percentages. Well, 62% said Jason Brown should start, so it looks like he's going to start tonight. What if football was operated? I wish in an alternate universe that's how football operated. Truly. We'd save a lot of money on coaches. Then it could truly be like, okay. It's like South Carolina has, or If your team goes 0-12, well, you have the dumbest fan base in football. Can't call a play. Oh, man. Love that. I mean, hell, again, we don't even need coaches. What's the point of it? What's the point of an OC? We'll save $1 million and let Peyton call plays. Hell, let me call it. I play in AAA. Let me call it. He's going to have a play chart. He's going to have a play chart. It's just going to be the NCAA plays on it. They're not real plays. Like, you know, Marcus Satterfield is out here calling, like, double Z, sluggo, reverse, 27-42. We're just going to be like, 4 verticals, go. Yeah, quick slant, go. Double sluggos, go. Back stretch. Read option left. Read option right. Oh, man. Yeah. We'll just, sub tight end, sub halfback. Yeah. God, what a world that would be. Let's just play sandlot football, somebody say. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sandlot football. Yep, that's it. Travis says things could be worse. Arizona's 0-7. Their head coach is in his first collegiate job, just like Shane. Yeah, again, the mood right now, I think it's okay. It's a bit of a mixed bag. But can you imagine if we were 1-7? Can you imagine if we were 2-6? So I look at it that way, man. Like, good God, at least we're 4-4. Take a lot of nights at Lucky's to get over those type of L's. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Again, 843-790-3370. Justin Langford says, talking Braves. Braves never cease to amaze me. We haven't won a World Series since 95 when I was 5 years old. And 26 years later, we win the whole damn thing. I wonder if we're going to franchise Freeman. How about the guys we got at the trade deadline? I have no idea. I am not in the front office. I will tell you, though, here's a fun fact about yours truly, because, again, we just kind of talk about whatever on Wednesdays. Before we get to that, Miller Time Knock CC says, who's worse, Satterfield or the offensive line coach? I'd be totally fine with letting Greg Atkins walk. No issue. I mean, he's a damn old O-line coach. He's a damn position coach. I don't give a damn. Let him walk. Whatever. Go hire Travell Wharton. Go hire Nashawn Goddard from SC State. Go hire somebody who's played at Carolina. Why not? Whatever. Corey Helms. Go hire Corey Helms. He's around the area. Go hire Corey Helms. I think he's like at Gray. Go hire Corey Helms. Anyways, speaking of the Braves, though, who they sign, re-sign, fun fact about yours truly. That would probably be my dream job outside of what I do now. My dream job would be to do like what, oh my God, his name slips my mind. Who's the GM for the Cubs? What's his name again? Was the GM for the Red Sox? I'll figure this out. What? No, or maybe he's with a different team now. Not the GM, the freaking. What am I thinking? Why am I drawing a huge blank right? Theo Epstein. He's a baseball executive. Okay. Now he actually works for the MLB. Yeah, he was the general manager for the Red Sox. Yeah. Okay. So like having a job like that, I think would be so awesome. It'd be tough in some ways, I'm sure. Yeah, Theo Epstein's what I'm thinking of. Like Theo Epstein was that dude, bro. Theo Epstein was the dude. Absolutely was that guy. So that would have been like working in the front office for a baseball team, an MLB team would be awesome. So awesome. There's no way the Braves can let Freddie Freeman walk. No way. Dude, he is Atlanta. He is the Braves. Dude. There's no way they can let him walk. There's no way they can let him walk. None. Elizabeth Ballard says, love seeing it for the Braves. Indeed. For sure. By the way, guys, quick reminder, in case you didn't know or you forgot, Saturday, we're back out at Seawells. Hashtag eat beers. People have been asking me what the spread is at Seawells. Beer. The spread is beer. When you get hungrier, drink more beer. Eat more beer. Yeah. Plenty of carbs in their brewskis. Eat beers. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a blast. It's going to be a really good time. Win or lose, we booze, and when no one's here, we drink beer. So, going to be a good time. Going to be a good time for sure. We'll be out there. Shoot, my crew will probably get out there about 12:30 for a 7:30 game. Love that. Love to see that. A lot of passion. I tell you what, we are screwed if one of the last two home games is a noon game. I won't make it. I don't know how I'll make it. Truly. I think the last home game, the last noon home game that I recall was Charleston Southern in 2019. That was like a game you could really throw a tailgate for because, again, last year you just completely wipe away 2020. We didn't tailgate. We didn't hardly do anything. 2019, the Charleston Southern game was a noon game. I think I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning. I was out at Memorial Lot at like 8 a.m. Don't ever want to do that again. Don't ever want to do that again. So, but yeah, Saturday will be legendary for sure. Going to be a really, really good time. J-Mo just texted me, said he's on the way. Got to get him an ice, load it up again. Yeah, I know, right? He'll know now. He'll know. Again, 843-790-3377. Justin Langford says the spread is going to be an 18-pack. Yeah. Make it a case. No, what's funny is I'd forgotten before I left for vacation that I bought a case of beer. And so I go to Orlando and I get down there and I buy an 18-pack of beer and drink like 2 of them for some reason. Come home, bring that one with me. So now I've got like 45 beers in my fridge. So great problem to have. I don't need your help. I don't need your help at all. I need what did you hook me up with that one time? Those flavored Bud Lights or something? Or Natty Lights? Flavored Natty Lights. God. I'll tell you what's funny story. The most college-y thing, or one of the most college-y things I've seen since living here. Like, this is just peak college. This is peak college. I go to the gas station, and the dude in front of me is buying like 5 twisted teas of the tall boys. And he's like, so those things are like $2 a piece, $2.50 maybe. I don't know. They're cheap. He's buying 5 twisted teas. And he's like, yo, can you put $7 on this card and put like 6 on? And I'm like, you have to split the purchase of the twisted tea. You don't have $15 in your account to just buy those twisted teas and not think twice about it. I'm like, that is peak college. That is so peak college right there. Oh, it's different when that loan hit. Be acting a fool. Well, good, because they didn't have them anyways. Yeah, there you go. Give them a good Lucky's night when that loan hit. It'd be, shoot. You wouldn't even want to know what I spent on vacation then. You wouldn't even want to know what I spent on vacation. That 4 for $5? Yeah, I'll tell you that one of the funniest things I saw, it was a T-shirt down in Orlando. I went to Disney World Monday, and the shirt said #broke, and the O was a Mickey head. I was like, that's perfect, dude, because tell you what, that'll get you money in a minute. In a minute, son. $5 for a 6-ounce beer. 6 ounce, not a 12, a 6. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Hey, spend a check, make it right back. That's the motto. That is the motto. Again, 843-790-3377. Brian Dean talking about DJ Swearinger. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Good times, my friend. Good times. Good time, DJ Swag. Let's see. Jump into this real quick. collegeballnews.com. In case you missed it earlier, we did talk about this morning. But collegefootballnews.com. By the way, also, how terrible is the news? It sucks when Aaron Rodgers is your fantasy quarterback. Right? Sucks. Aaron Rodgers out with COVID. And he's my fantasy quarterback. So, not good. Not good. I don't know if they'll give you credit for a DNP. Well, I lost the overall play. I don't know if they would have. That's what I'm saying. I don't know because I didn't hit the play any because I had Kevin Harris over rushing yards like an idiot. But okay, Prize Picks. Yeah, going back to Prize Picks though. The most legendary hit of all time in plays, or one of the most legendary hits, took Bijan Robinson over rushing yards. That was a stupid pick. I only had to get 2 of 3 though. The other 2 picks. Anthony Richardson, under passing yards against Georgia, absolute no-brainer. Just take the under on everything for Georgia. Everything. Defense dominates their games. So that hit. The last piece I had to have hit, 100 to win 125. I had Dansby Swanson over half total bases. He just had to get on. That's all he had to do was get on. And his first couple of ABs looks terrible. Comes up his third AB. And if you already know where I'm going with this story if you watch the game. But he comes up his third AB, falls down 0-2 in 2 seconds. I'm like, great. And it's the bottom of the 7th. I'm like, he's probably not going to get up again. All he does is hit an 0-2 bomb oppo to tie the game. Which, boom, that tied the game and it won the bet. Incredible hit. And then what happens the next batter? Jorge Soler comes up and drops his dong all over the Astros' face. So, I mean, really, that's what he did. That's the best way to put it. I'm talking about the other, not even the one last night, the other one the other night that got out of Truist Park in like 0.2 seconds. But, yeah, that homer last night, that's as hard as you will see a baseball hit. And I tell you what, Jorge Soler gets his money's worth. When he takes a hack, he takes a hell hack. Well, I mean, a lot of guys are that way. A lot of them are. Get hot at the right time. And, I mean, look at – dude, listen, I love JBJ. He's an overpaid son of a bitch, though. JBJ's overpaid. Very overpaid. Yeah. Yeah. David Freese was another one. I mean, he wasn't all that – he just got hot one postseason. But, hey, more power to him. You do it on the biggest stage, I'd want my agent fighting for me, too. So – but no, Soler's a beast, bro. Soler's a monster. What's so funny about that at bat last night, too, is like they were showing his previous 2 home runs. And what's funny, too, is they were showing like his hot and cold zones. And his hot zone, the square right in the middle, was red. I'm like, well, no kidding, bro. I mean, every hitter loves a cock shot. I mean, that's just, come on. There ain't going to be many guys that don't love it right down the middle. But they were showing where the pitches were. And I swear, as soon as that Astros guy, as soon as he let go of that pitch and you kind of saw the trajectory of I was like, that looks like that's going right down the middle again. And sure enough, he did not miss it. So, yeah, incredible. Soler's a freak. And to think the Braves did it without Soroka, Acuna. They did it without Acuna. And without Ozuna. They still made it. That is wild. Won. Yeah, and still won it. Still won it. It's, I'll tell you this, though. On the flip side, this is one of those years that people are going to look at and say, see, this just goes to show you the best team doesn't always win. I'm just saying some people would say that. But I think there's a difference between most talented and the best team. Are the Braves like top to bottom? Like you look at the roster, like no, maybe not. But hey, all their guys stepped up when it counted most. Every single one of them. Duvall, Riley, Soler, even Albies. I mean, Freed pitched his tail off. The bullpen was insane. Matzik was unhittable. Dude. Matzik is a bad mofo. Jock Peterson, obviously. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't let him go longer than they did. They only had 74 pitches. But I get it. Hand it to your bullpen. A.J. Minner was a stud. Dude, Will Smith didn't allow a run. In the World Series. Went 6 for 6, or like the postseason, he went like 7 for 7 and say 6 for 6. Yeah, people wanted Snicker fired halfway through the year. Wanted him fired. Bro, the Braves in I think July had like a 0.3% chance to make the postseason. To even make the postseason. What's up, my guy? Nice haircut. Great Wednesday to get a haircut. Big Bravos guy. Yeah, I walked in with the Braves hat on. Talon said, "You giving up on the Gamecocks already?" I was like, dude, I mean, Braves just won the World Series. I'll tell you what, though. It did make me think, though, the day that Carolina football wins the national championship. Right. Columbia will burn to the ground, bro, for real. It will. Tin Roof will burn to the ground. And if it doesn't, we didn't do our job. A national championship in football. Yeah. A car will be demolished. A sofa will be on fire. Yeah. Yeah. It's been 84 years. Jesus. Can you imagine it's 2032 and Marcus Satterfield has assumed the role as head coach? The Gamecocks have the most high-powered offense in all of college football. It turns out that Satterfield was an offensive genius the whole time. So, no, Beamer's still the head coach. I love when Peyton mentions me in his Snapchat and I just have random people add me. That's happened a lot. Philip Harris, Clone Phil, says, "Go Braves, been too long. Finally a bright spot for one of my teams this year. So grateful." Yeah, and the Georgia curse is lifted. It's going to be lifted even more when Georgia wins the freaking national title. So it's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. Who's going to beat them? By the way, we can talk about that too. Hold on, let me. We'll take a 5-minute break because I need another beer. But I definitely want to talk about the college football playoff rankings and the madness. Alabama at 2? Come on. All right. Let's take 5, Phil, because we got a lot to get into, and I need to grab a beer. So, all right, cool. Questions, comments, calls 843-790-3377. Y'all come out at Tin Roof in the Vista. $3 drafts, $3 rumple. Shag tonight, 8 to 10. Great night to have a night. We'll be back in a sec. Appreciate y'all. We back on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. The last text. Okay. All righty. Sound guy Phil is on it. Love it. No, you're good. No, you're good. We are back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls. You know, it's funny. I think it was either last week or 2 weeks ago. Somebody in here told me, I got Phil chattering a little bit. They were like, I think that's the first time I've heard Phil speak in like 2 years. Something like that. So we got to get Phil up behind the mic. We'll get sound guy Phil up here one day. Tell us how you really feel. Yeah. Dude, I was literally Saturday, I was in Universal Studios, had to stop and like watch that game. And there were FSU fans around me. And what was so funny, the FSU fan next to me is like, oh, we're going to blow it. We're going to blow it. We suck. We're going to blow it. And I just told him, I was like, I'm so happy that like all fan bases are the same. We all assume the worst about our favorite team. Everybody. It doesn't matter which team you are. Like, I think unless you're Alabama fans maybe, and I'm sure they even do. It's like, oh, we'll blow it. We'll blow it. I'm like, God, you sound just like a Carolina fan. Like, which, sure enough, they did. So I guess he was right. God, bro, the worst beat of all time. You know what he's talking about? So Clemson, was favored by 9.5. So if you took FSU plus 9.5 and they recover that fumble, oh my God, I'd have been sick. I'd have been sick, dude. Those are the kind of beats. That's why you quit gambling. 1,000%. That's why you quit gambling. Or if you hit it, that's why you gamble. That is why you gamble. Oh yeah, one of them refs was like, I got something on it. I don't know, man. Again, Gamecocks, speaking of that, 18.5-point underdogs against Florida. Opened up as a 19-point dog. So some money has come in on South Carolina. Not much, but some. Again, in case you missed it this morning, though, I'll let you guys know. collegefootballnews.com, they gave their prediction for the game, and I think Pete Fuchak can do a great job. That's why I always read these off. I won't read this word for word, but some really interesting tidbits they mention in this breakdown, because what they do is they say why Florida will win, why South Carolina will win, what's going to happen. Some of these stats they mention in here are really, really interesting. South Carolina has failed to rush for 100 yards in 5 of their last 7 games. On the flip side, Carolina's defensive front has allowed 230 rushing yards or more in 3 of the last 5 games. To take it a step further, Carolina is 0-4 when they give up at least 184 yards rushing. Florida is averaging 243 rushing yards per game. That does not bode well. That does not bode well at all. I was going to say on the positive, but there aren't. Let's see. Florida's lost 3 of its last 4. 4 of their last 6. Their last 3 games, they have turned the ball over 9 times. 2 to Vandy, which didn't matter because they beat them by like 50. Turned it over 4 times against LSU and lost, and turned it over 3 times against Georgia. So, this is what they say is going to happen, though. And this first sentence is what really sticks out to me. What's going to happen? Carolina against Florida, collegeballnews.com. South Carolina just doesn't have the guys to get this done. It says the want to is there, and the 4 wins so far have been good, but the best win so far was against ... Troy, East Carolina. The Gamecocks will come up with takeaways and keep this from getting out of hand early, but the Gators will sharpen up, get the O going, and will go on 2 good second-half scoring drives to take over the tempo of the game. Final score prediction from collegeballnews.com, Gators 38, South Carolina 16, which I think is a very fair prediction, unfortunately. I like to think we're not going to give up 38 points. Is Florida really clicking on all cylinders where they're going to score that much? I'd like to think they're not. But as I said when Peyton walked in earlier before you got here, my best bet, I'm staying away from the line because do I think South Carolina could make this a close game? And yeah, I absolutely. We've played Florida tough. I definitely think at home at night, coming off a bye week, Florida's in turmoil, Dan Mullen, job security. South Carolina can make this a very close game. Does South Carolina also have the capability to get their asses whooped and get blown out? Yeah, 1,000% we do. Yeah, we have every capability in the world to get blown out. So, yeah, I'd stay away from the line personally. I think the under's the play. There's nothing to me that says we're going to score enough to help hit that number. I think the Gamecocks, again, I don't want to spoil my prediction. I'll drop it Friday, which makes me laugh because I just look back at Tennessee week and I'm like, why was I so dead set on like dropping a prediction on Tuesday? Wednesday, I sat at the tin roof and proclaimed that we would beat Tennessee, and I think I was like the ultimate jinx that week because not only did we not win, not only did we not win, 28-0 at the first. I was like, wow, that was a great play. Jesus, yeah. Peyton was in Knoxville. You were in Knoxville. See, I got Gamecock Nation all riled. Everybody goes up there, like, well, I mean, he said we're going to win. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer trip now. What'd he say? 2? That's not bad. Yeah, go ahead. Well, some people would say Dan Mullen, yeah. No, where's their biggest problem area? Well, Todd Granthorne's the defensive coordinator, so that's a good place to start. He's trash. Where can Carolina realistically really take advantage of Florida? God, that didn't even come through against A&M. Yeah, you're right. Why is it that hard to answer? I mean, I think the area that South Carolina, okay, so what area can we take advantage of to keep us in the game, make it a fourth quarter game? Let's put it that way. Anthony Richardson's probably out with a concussion. At least he's questionable with a concussion. So it's probably going to be Emory Jones. And Emory Jones, dual threat guy. He can do both, but been very questionable passing the football. So if you can eliminate the quarterback run game somehow from Emory Jones's game, he's thrown 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So they're turnover prone a bit. So I mean, you can force some turnover. I mean, the question all comes down to, can you offensively take advantage of them? That's it. I don't doubt the defense will get a couple of turnovers, but is Jason Brown the savior of Gamecock football? No, they're going to burn down Satterfield's house when he is. Well, listen, I like Jason Brown. I'm glad he's a Gamecock. I've met him. Great dude. Again, this ain't Pop Warner. You don't get playing time because you're a great dude. St. Francis ain't the SEC. That's what concerns me. I mean, and I like coming back to E.J. Jenkins. Fans think it's crazy that E.J. Jenkins isn't playing more, right? For the most part. Most fans think that's crazy. And I want to see E.J. Jenkins play more too. But I find it listen, I'll put it to you this way. If Jason Brown did go out and throw for 300 yards and E.J. Jenkins had like 200 receiving yards and it looks like we got 2 All-SEC or All-American players that we just been sitting on the bench all season, in my head I go, maybe we didn't hire the right guy. Maybe we didn't. I mean, it's been 9 weeks and they couldn't tell those guys were that good. But I have to believe that's not the case. Like, they're not just sitting E.J. Jenkins on the bench because he's a great player and they don't like him or something. Maybe there's maybe. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Would people be as up in arms about E.J. Jenkins not playing more if he was 6'2"? Would people even care? You think so? Oh, they wouldn't care. Yeah, I think people are just so enamored because he's 6'7". He's unguardable. Well, then why did he go to St. Francis in the first place if he's 6'7" and he's that good? I'm not saying he ain't big. Is he a good receiver, though?
St. Francis might not be the SEC, but neither is Georgia Southern, Delaware, William and Mary.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah, that was one of my biggest concerns in the preseason. That's literally what I said. I'll tell you this right now, switching gears a little bit, talking about transfer portal. If I'm Shane Beamer, I'm grabbing a quarterback. I don't give a damn. Miles Brennan, go get Miles Brennan. Go get Harrison Bailey from Tennessee. Bro, go grab a quarterback for sure. Because you know what? I like Luke Doty. I do. I like him. But damn it, he looks like he might be a little injury prone. Braden Davis, who knows? He's a damn high school senior. Jason Brown is not the future, and if Colton Gauthier can't beat out Jason Brown, then he must not be either. So, and Zeb Nolan he's done after this year. So, and bro, it's all about competition. Competition is healthy. This is not Pop Warner where everybody's got to play. This is a business, and we are looking for the best possible guy. It is a businessman, not a businessman. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I'd go get a quarterback. I would go get a quarterback. For certain.
Hey, do you think Hooker for Tennessee is better than Emory Jones?
Yeah. Hendon Hooker's definitely better than Emory Jones. Yeah, no question. Yeah. No question.
But would you say they have the same kind of play style?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'd say they're similar in that way. That's fair. Treon Harris, God. One of Muschamp's finest. One of Muschamp's finest. Again, 843-790-3377. About to drop the SEC gambling picks here on social media. We're sitting right now at 36, 33-1, just keeping afloat. Just keeping afloat. What? Hold on, what's Brad's record? Apparently, I'm doing better than Clay Travis. Clay Travis, I think, was below 500 going into the last weekend. Dude, I'm lucky because I'm benefiting off of I had a crazy week one. I went 12-2 opening weekend. It felt so easy. I was like, this is all just like non-conference BS games. Probably my most debatable pick. Did you see, by the way, because Peyton had brought this game up earlier in the week, Ole Miss minus 9.5. That game is at 8.5. Is Matt Corral, is there something wrong with Matt Corral? I mean, I have to think, man, Liberty ain't got SEC athletes. How are they going to keep up with them? I don't know how they're going to keep up with them. Hammer them. Hammer Ole Miss. Hammer them. Yeah. Wake's a dog against UNC. Right. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point we can talk about. The college football playoff rankings. Let me pull these up. The full rankings. Which, I mean, of course, I didn't watch a second of it last night because who gives a damn? We ain't ranked. What does it matter? Doesn't matter to me. Georgia, Alabama, Michigan State, and Oregon, your top four. How is Oklahoma, like, they're undefeated. How is Oklahoma 8th? How's Cincinnati 6th? Bro, the group of 5 just needs their own playoff. Alabama at 2? Alabama at 2. Just don't even play the games if it don't matter. They lost to A&M. Don't play the games. Just don't even play the games. What has Alabama done to be ranked 2? That is insane to me, dude. In case you missed it, too, Georgia, Bama, Michigan State, Oregon, that's your top 4. Ohio State at 5, Cincy at 6, which, again, they're undefeated, but whatever. Cincy at 6, Michigan 7, Oklahoma 8th, Wake Forest 9th, Notre Dame 10th. The rest of them, who really gives a damn? I guess the other SEC teams, Auburn's 13th, A&M's 14th, Ole Miss is 16th, Mississippi State 17th. That's going to be a good game. The Egg Bowl? Egg Bowl is going to be a fun game. Kentucky is 18th. And that's all the SEC teams. I mean, I'm not saying that listen, I think Cincinnati would get smacked in the playoff. They get smacked.
Same thing with Oklahoma. Like what happened last year, the year before. So why put them
Well, this entire thing knows why the 12-team playoff makes sense. Because I'd rather see the games. I'd rather see it happen. Personally, for me, I don't love the semifinals being blowouts or anything. I don't like that, but
would it extend the season or would it just stop? Would it still end January?
it probably extend the. I mean, you could start the playoff games earlier, could you not? You could do that. I mean, I don't know why that'd be such a problem. They'd do that. I think there are scheduling solutions. And I mean, dude, they're gonna do it. The 12-team playoff is coming. Because, dude, you got Georgia, Bama sitting 1-2. You're about to add Oklahoma and Texas to the SEC. So I mean, it's coming. It's imagine if Oklahoma was in the top 4, and then it'd be like, wow, that'd be 3 SEC teams out. Just call it the SEC Invitational. That's it. Which, I mean, they practically just should do that anyways because that's the best football. So. Yeah, Auburn's a lot better than I thought they'd be. I thought Auburn was going to be terrible. Auburn's got a tough game this weekend, if I do. Yeah, Mississippi State. No, excuse me. They got A&M on the road. Good point. What's the most beautiful thing, though, is you look at the top 25 and Clemson's nowhere to be found. So it's a beautiful thing. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Clemson's? I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Let's see. Let's see. Football recruiting. So Clemson is ranked 10th. The Gamecocks are ranked 21st. Georgia is ranked number 1. Bama number 2. Penn State 3rd. Ohio State 4th. Notre Dame 5th. Texas 6th. Oklahoma 7th. Oregon 8th. North Carolina 9th. What is Mac Brown selling up there? Don't look now. It is just us, yeah. Light crowd, tough crowd today, tough crowd. Yeah, coming out of the bye week, folks still hung over from the bye week. That's it. I don't know. Let's see. Let me get back to. We might have a couple questions. Philip Harris, what do you think about the Florida game? I feel that even though Florida's reeling, they are still way more established than us right now. Don't see a win for us. Hopefully I'm wrong. Well, we're an 18.5-point underdog, so I don't think that's bold to say we're not going to win. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. You want to know? It's hilarious. No, here's a funnier story. One of my really good buddies, like one of my best friends, is a die-hard Falcons fan. And when I say die-hard, like goes to every game, season ticket holder, spends an ungodly amount of money on the Falcons. Like he's a club seat season ticket holder. Club seat season ticket holder.
You can't walk up with that. You gotta like.
Oh no, he knows it's coming.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, I'm using one.
But
of the new
so he hits me up last night in the 6th inning. It's what, 6-0. Hits me up. Hold on. Hits me up in the 6th inning. And says, hey, what are the live odds right now on the Astros? Because it would be so Atlanta sports for us to blow this. And I looked it up. He was like, I might put 1,000 on the Astros. If you would have put 1,000 on the Astros in the 6th inning, money line, live bet, and they would have come back and won, they obviously didn't, but if they would have, $1,000 bet would have won you $1.4 million. He was like, you know what? Maybe it's worth it. He's like, maybe it's worth the 1,000.
This man's got money to blow, but could you imagine letting that hit 2 grand slams? Game over.
I know. All right, we're gonna do this Libongo. We're gonna take a 5-minute break first, though, because I gotta take a whiz. We're gonna tease you with it on the other side of the break. We're gonna do this Libongo, but I gotta take a whiz. Taking your questions, your comments more into the side again. We're talking South Carolina, Florida, Atlanta Braves. We're celebrating the World Series. The Braves are World Series. Also, we're celebrating. Yours truly and J-Mo have the same birthday. Whoever knew? Whoever knew? Christmas babies in the building. Yeah, 12/25. Dude, wild. Yeah, he said that. I was like, you got to be joking. You got to be joking. Yeah. Unbelievable. You learn something new every day. All right, cool. We're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to fire up the music. Y'all leave your questions, your comments. We got about 45 minutes left here at Tin Roof. Come on out, Tin Roof in the Vista. $3 draft, $2 rumple. We're shagging tonight, 8 to 10. Then we'll shag the rest of the night as well. Appreciate y'all. We will be back in a second. All right, we can get it going. We're back. All right, cool. Shoot this real quick. It's recording. It's recording, yeah. Grip it on the sides. There you go, yeah. Don't block the mic. All right, cool. Taking your questions, comments, calls. First things first, I think J-Mo and I are going to knock out this Flabango here. You got to teach me the ways, my guy.
Dump it in, baby.
Just dump it. All right, we'll call Phil back. All right, we're going to get this going real quick. Should I stand up for this?
Yeah, I guess so.
First ever one right here.
We're in view.
We're in view. We're good? Yeah. All right, cool. That was a
This is a new one.
unique experience, really, truly.
It was delicious.
That was a very unique experience.
There we go.
It was like you're not sure how quick it's gonna flow out. You know what I mean?
It goes.
I need a redo. I need a redo.
No, it was recorded.
No. It'll just cut off. There you go. Woo! All right. I can cut off whatever. Okay, good deal. No, I was kind of like the flow rate there. You know what I mean? Kind of threw me off a little bit. No excuses though. No excuses. Beautiful. You're off already? Jeez. J-Mo with a hot date. With a hot date. Off to Frankie's Fun Park. Wow. She used to be named Frankie. Now she's named Francine. Here we go. Babe. All right. Phil, fire away, my friend. What's going on?
What's up, my brother? I see that ugly gray hoodie you got on. I love that hoodie, but I hate that color.
Phil hates the color gray. Hates the color gray. Just can't stand it.
It's just not a part of our color scheme. I understand it's a baseball tradition. It's just ugly, man.
The Yankee Grays are incredible, and I will not tolerate slander of our Yankee Gray unis. I will not do it, Phil.
Fair enough. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about this game upcoming against Florida. So if Florida somehow loses this game, does Dan Mullen lose his job is the big question.
Yeah, I think this is a make or break game for Mullen. I don't know that like Sunday he's fired, but yeah, I think if Mullen loses this job or loses this game, I think it's pretty much set in stone. He will be gone. Yeah, I would say so.
Wouldn't it be interesting? You know, it's the same Muschamp situation. He
Yeah.
loses to us. He loses his job. Everybody in Florida is ready to run him out the door. So I really hope if Beamer's not the guy, and 2 years down the road, if we have to fire him, I really hope that Dan Mullen is not on that dang short list, because I hope we would have felt, you know, we've learned from our mistakes at that point. But you know, that would be insane.
Yeah, well, what's funny about you? What's funny about you bringing that up, Phil, is I actually, you know, the show for tomorrow has always been recorded. I actually literally brought that up and compared like the parallels between that 2014 game versus this. So it does have those similarities. It does have those similarities for sure. So great minds think alike, Phil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just got off the phone with the rugby, Carolina Rugby Board. So we got some exciting stuff planned for our alumni event coming up, not this weekend, but next. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We are playing Alabama that weekend on Saturday. I don't have an exact time for you yet, but I will talk about it on the Daily Crow prior to it. I hope we get as many Carolina folks there at the game, since it's going to be at home against Alabama. I will be there. So come hell or high water, I will be there as a representative of the Carolina Rugby Board. So should be a good time, man.
Love that. Yeah, just let us know, Phil. Let us know.
Sure will. All right, man. That's all I got for you. Go Cox.
All right, man. Take care. Go Cox. We don't even want to start discussion of Carolina baseball unis, which are good, which are not, because it's a topic I'm very passionate about. So, God, dog shit effort on my part in the Flabango Chuck. Dog shit effort, truly. I need redemption. Dan Mullen is a bad coach, you say? Oh, he's not a bad coach. Just doesn't fit at UF. Let's see. The first ever CFP rank, yeah, Mississippi State was number 1, 7-0. FSU behind them, Auburn in 3rd, Ole Miss in 4th. Yeah, that's something. You are correct, sir. Love that. Let's see. Justin Langford says, go ride the go-kart. Travis says, never graduate. I love that, by the way. Like, if you shotgun a beer, it's like, never graduate. It's like, can somebody just not, can anyone not shotgun a beer? Is that random methods of consumption? Is that not okay? Like, beers will be deleted on Saturday. Beers will be eaten. Hashtag eat beers. Plenty of cars? Oh, carbs. Plenty of carbs. Apparently, don't shoot the messenger here, but Nick Muse is selling limited edition autographed jerseys. You can email nmusejerseys@gmail.com for details. They look fire. I ain't gonna bullshit. They look fire. They look fire. I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't know. I like Nick. I don't know how much he's selling the jersey for, but I like Nick. Dude, even in my studio, I've got 2 framed. This is what I have framed from the current team. I have a framed signed Luke Doty picture, which is badass, I will say. The other picture I've got is a keep calm and to carry on signed picture. And then I've got a mini helmet that is signed by Nick Muse. And the reason I acquired these items is because I'm helping a guy, DS Sports Marketing, which he's got all kinds of like signed stuff, whatever. But yeah, to your point, it is funny because, again, that's kind of one of the reasons I bought like that big Nick Energy shirt. I like Nick a lot, supporting the NIL, but it's like, unless you're a diehard, unless he catches like the game-winning touchdown against Clemson or something in this final stretch of the season. If things just kind of finish normal and he, doesn't blow up, 10 years from now, the casual fan will not remember who Nick Muse was. They won't. So it'll be very funny to be rocking like a big Nick Energy shirt, and he's just some guy. And again, most casual fans will have forgotten who he was in the first place. So it's like, I'll be that guy with that T-shirt. Why not? Yeah. 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 It's funny too. We haven't heard hardly anything about NIL since preseason. So I don't think it's that big. Outside of a couple guys, it ain't that big of a deal. The Dr. Pepper guy.
So I hate Clemson.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
How many more games will they lose before they get to us?
I think they'll lose at least one.
One more game to play?
You got Wake. They've got. Yeah, they're not losing to UConn or Louisville. No, yeah. I think they'll lose one. They somehow avoid UNC. They don't play like a Miami. What happened? Posey's retiring? You know what? Good for him. Good for him. You know what, man? Dude, and he gets – I don't know if you know what, like, the pension for the MLB is, like retirement. Oh, it's insane, dude. Like, yeah. Because you got to have 10 years of service. So he hit his 10. Bro, and he's a catcher. So his knees are probably hurting. Bro, when it's time, it's time. When it's time, it's time. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that for Bongo again at some point because that was a real dog shit effort by me. Real dog shit effort. I'm not a huge chugger anyways. Like I'm not like a speedy shotgunner or anything. But that more of a connoisseur. But that was a poor effort. Dog shit effort, but a lot of passion. A lot of passion either way. Fit the Gamecock mold. Yes. Whole lot of passion. But my first ever flamingo either. So, I mean, you know, come on. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to make it a habit of like going after the fans or because I mean, again, I think it's always kind of a bad take when you do because Gamecock fans are loyal to a fault. And they I mean, nobody's put up with more shit than Gamecock fans, and nobody's shown up more for a team that has won nothing, truly nothing. But the point that I made was this, because fans are getting very irked by Shane Beamer continuing to clamor for them to come to games. Because he's doing that every week, every home game. And I guess the point I made was just this, like, and somebody replied to me on Twitter, here's my thing. I don't give a damn if you want to go. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, spend your time. I don't care. I do not care if you go. But if Saturday night there are 50,000, or let's just say 60,000 people there, I mean, if you can't even come close to packing out Willie B for a home night game against an SEC East rival, that's fine. But let's cut the best fans in the country bullshit. Let's just stop. Let's stop, because the best fans would pack it out. You know what I mean? They would. I'm not going to like die on that ledge and beat a dead horse, but it's like, I mean, what I don't get is like people spend all summer and hundreds of days just acting like they'd give anything for it to be football season. I mean, look at it this way. You get 7 Saturdays every year to have an excuse to drink all day and just go watch sports. You get a free pass. I mean, what else are you going to go do? Especially November. You're going to go like apple picking, go to the orchard, do chores around the house, go to a brewery. I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? Been there, man. Not good. Not fun. No, not fun. Plenty of weddings, eh? My sister's getting married next October. Thank God we're playing at Kentucky, though. So I'm going to be in the wedding, so I'll be there. I'm going to make content out of it, though. I'll have my GoPro and be like, this is what it's like to have to go to a wedding during football season. Right. I mean, that's like if there's one road game I'm like, I don't mind not going to, it's at Kentucky. It's like you can have it. Yeah, I've seen the movie, The Ship Still Sinks. You can have it. You can have it. Again, I don't like going after the fan base. Like, again, Carolina fans have paid their dues, whatever, and I guess it's different for me. I live down the street from the stadium, so I mean, I don't have to travel. I don't have to pay for parking. Hell, I don't pay for tickets, so I mean, I don't really give a damn either way. But I don't know, man. Again, it's just like, especially if you're a season ticket holder and don't show up, it's like, what else are you doing? Like, I mean, I don't understand. It's a 7:30 game at night. And in 4 weeks, we won't have any more football. So, I mean, you better take advantage of it while you can. If only the transitive property worked in college football. If the transitive property truly worked in college football, I think like Valdosta State would be the national champion or something crazy like that. Truly. Hey, 7:30 Willie B. Could be the difference. It could be the difference. Could be the difference. No, I think that was a 7. Oh, no, was it a 7:30? Yeah, it was a 7:30. That's a long day at the tailgate too, my friend. Kentucky, I was feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Satterfield's going to transform into Spurrier. What's funny, man, is I've heard I hear a lot of things, a lot of very interesting rumors. I'll again, it's Tin Roof. We get weird with it. I'll humor you with this rumor I heard. Maybe true. I mean, again, it's from, it comes from a guy that I trust, and he normally he's right, but again, this is hearsay. The rumor is this. Apparently, Beamer called Spurrier over the bye week for advice. And Spurrier told Beamer that the offense we were running will never work in the SEC. That will never work. That's the rumor. I mean, it's just a rumor. That's all I'm going to say. Just a rumor. Well, has football not evolved since the 90s? I mean, early 2000s. I mean, so I can also tell you this without going into too much detail. Jalen Brooks, I think I'd be shocked if he takes another snap for Carolina this season. Be personal issues, personal reasons. So we'll just leave it at that. Done. Just cooked. Dude's cooked. I don't know.
Was he playing? I mean, was he playing against A&M?
No, Brooks wasn't. Brooks didn't go to College Station. No, he was. Yeah, he's been out for a couple weeks.
So he's like, my mental health kind of thing?
We'll discuss more off the record. Personal issues. Shit, he long gone. Transferring to Coastal. Transferring to Benedict. My thoughts on Dak Joyner. I mean, not a playmaker. Not a playmaker. I mean, I hate to say it, but not a playmaker. Is what he is. Is what he is. Dak Joyner's decision making is very interesting to me because I thought he wanted to play quarterback. I thought he was dead set on it, and so it's like, I don't know, man. I hate to make like strong assumptions of guys like that, but it's like, do you love playing quarterback more or do you love being an SEC football player more? Like, because there's obvious perks that come with it, being a football player at the University of South Carolina. Those guys go out, they're treated like kings, right? But it's like, do you actually want to play? Again, if fans are like when Michael Wyman hit the transfer portal or other guys, they're like, why would he do that? It's like, well, because they come to college to play. Anybody who's ever been a college athlete, like, there's no glory in sitting on the bench. Because guess what? Everybody on the bench is putting in the same work as the starters. Even more, because they're trying to break the lineup. So it's like, dude, it is miserable. I've been there. It's miserable. It can be very miserable. Like, not playing is not fun. You know what I mean? So, and I know Dak Joyner's playing now, but, like, is he really is he contributing at all? I mean, he had that one touchdown catch against ECU, and did he have another one that I missed? Is there another play that he made? Yeah, you did. You're right. I don't know. I like Dak. I mean, I appreciate. I think that maybe he just loves being a Gamecock. You know, maybe he just loves being a Gamecock. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he just is what he is, and I wouldn't say he's like one of our go-to playmakers or anything. So, anyways, whatever. I don't know. We need all we can get. I think E.J. Jenkins should take the reps. Marion Brown. I think those guys. Jason Brown? Oh, see, that's a whole, huh? Oh, Amari Brown? Yeah, I look like a complete idiot. Because I said he was going to be wide receiver 1. I really did. I thought he was going to be wide receiver 1. Bailey Hart? Yeah, Trey Atkins, you're right. Somebody commented in the Big Cock Club Discord let me test your football knowledge. On this day in 2007, Darren McFadden ran for 321 yards against the South Carolina defense. Y'all remember that game was in Fayetteville. That was Darren McFadden and Peyton Hillis. Yeah, Darren McFadden owned us. What Jorge Soler did to that baseball last night, that's what Darren McFadden did to our defense. Just like, yeah. Do what? Yeah, fairly close. Yeah, we have always struggled against Wildcat. How about the Braves are the third, plus 700 to win it all next year? Who's your early pick? Best money value, I think, is the Red Sox. A lot of moves he made. I mean, you have no idea. No way the Braves go back-to-back, right? The Rays. Now, I heard you say the Braves, but I'm just saying there's no way the Braves go back-to-back, right? There's no way. There's no way they go back. Jesus. Is Stroman going to sign? Well, hey, if you tweet at him, I bet he'll respond. I know he does. Dude, there are people that hate him on Twitter. But there are people that hate me, too. So, I mean, what difference does it make? It's just that's the place to do it. Yeah. Dude, I was on vacation. I tweeted a picture from Saturday night. I was at a pizza place. I just tweeted a picture of the pizza. I had some dude reply to me, like, this long paragraph. Has, like, 2 followers. He's like, stop trying to be like Mike Yuva. You're a cocksucker. Like, just delete your account. I'm like, I can't even just post a picture of some pizza. Not this dude just freaking out. Yeah, of course. No, of course it was. Oh, let me see. That could be a funny segment of Tin Roof. We'll just read all the absurd shit I get sent to me on a daily basis. Let's see. What did it say exactly? Bro, how about that? Well, what was the catch? The catch that Eddie Rosario had at the wall in that freaking, was it Saturday game? I think it was the Saturday game. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, this guy replied to me, Peyton. I post a picture of some pizza. He says, "All right, man, I'm tired of seeing your shit. Stop trying to be like Mike Yuva. You're not a journalist. You're not anything closely related to being important to South Carolina athletics. You don't make any money, LOL. Go take a hike." Just out of nowhere. I'm like, it's just pizza. It's just a picture of some pizza. All it was. Twitter's hilarious, bro. I've gotten some of the most absurd. Dude, when I first went on the Fire Muschamp train or whatever, dude, I had somebody send me a text from like a complete, you know how you can go to like websites? You can like text a number from a generated number or whatever, or text somebody from, you can do that. You can send like a generated text or whatever. And it was literally like, you should do everybody a favor and just go kill yourself. Like, literally, I'm like, all I said was fire the head coach. I mean, you guys say it all the time. It's like, golly. But you know what? That same passion, though, is why I get to do what I do. So, the personal one or the Spurs Up Show one? Oh. I just imagine people that are sending those tweets just like breaking a sweat, like just typing so hard. You know what I mean? Just typing so hard. Says, I love you. Thanks, Peyton. Love you too. Appreciate it. Yeah. A McRib? Jesus Christ. I haven't had McDonald's in years. Not a big Mickey D's guy, no. I'm not really a big fast food guy. If I'm gonna get fast food, Chipotle for me is Chipotle is Bay. Really? Bro, Chipotle is king, dude. I don't think so. Okay, well then in fact, here's a hot take. Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A. Hammer it. Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A. And listen, I like Chick-fil-A. I'm not saying like Chick-fil-A is like dog, but wings and things, Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A any day of the week. I do enjoy Bojangles, obviously. I mean, you got to, bro. That hoodie is fire. The hoodie's fresh. Like I said, I'm trying to mix it up so I don't wear it like every time. But I'll have it on Saturday. I'll have the big cock club one on. What? Yeah. I try to keep it fresh. What else? Oh, no. Okay. This isn't fast food. The thing I probably eat more than anything is a pub sub. I'm a pub sub guru, bro. I'm a pub sub junkie. Because I'll go grocery shopping. Every time I'm at Publix, like, might as well just grab a pub sub. Like, every time, dude. I'm either getting the ultimate or the chicken tender. I'm pretty consistent with that. Cuban, really? Bro, I was literally on vacation, and the last night I was like, I'm just going to go to Publix. It's like, you know what? A pub sub sounds banging. I don't care where I'm at right now. I was just like, you know what? The hell with it. And then I went grocery shopping last night, and I was like, I'm tempted to grab another one, but I made spaghetti instead. So, what else? I'm not a huge like truly fast food. See, I used to rock with Taco Bell when I lived in Charlotte. Man, it's just such shit. It sucks. I mean, every time I think about getting fast food, I'll just go to Publix. I'll just go grab something. I'll rock with Cookout heavy. Nick's? 5 Point? 5 Points? What's this place I've heard about in 5 Points called? No, I know what Eddie's is. It's not on like the main. I think it's like off one of those little side streets or something like that. It's a bar, I think, or something. No, not Pablo. That's Deb. What is it called, man? I feel like it's like a classier kind of spot, if that's such a thing in 5 Points. Maybe I'm wrong. Goats. Maybe it was you that told me. Goats. Yeah, there's a place called Goats. Connor Shaw must own it if it's called Goats. Yeah. Cheers to that. Yeah. I'm trying to think, though, other fast food. Dude, after you have a pub sub, you can't go back to Subway. Just trash, bro. Subway's trash. Dude, the pub sub is so superior, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah, they have anything you want. They got it. The bread is really what makes it elite.
What was your favorite part about the vacation? Like Universal, Disney, whatever you did, what was the coolest part? If you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, no, we didn't talk about this. Favorite part of the vacation? Somebody whose YouTube username is Babes and Waves, which I respect it. Any Florida fans talk ish to you at Disney? No, I didn't wear Gamecock stuff either. So I mean, that was one of the funniest things that happened. That I wore the vintage Mickey Mouse hat I have, and a dude tried to buy it off me. He was literally like, "Bro, how much you want for the hat?" I was like, "I just got it, man." But I mean, I also didn't want to be like. I mean, I wanted to be like, "I'll give it to you for $100 right now." But I was like, you know what? I was like, man, I got to keep this one. But now I know the resale value will be there. Because some people are crazy about that Disney stuff now. Some people will pay. The dude was like, man, I love the vintage stuff too. I was like, then I had another guy ask me, he's like, you get that in the store? I was like, bro, maybe in like 1985. Not right now. No, absolutely not. Favorite part? I mean, the whole thing was great, man. The whole thing was great. I don't know, just getting to detach a little bit, relax. Oh, no, okay. If we're talking that, bro, Velocicoaster, insane, bro. Insane. Dude. Yeah, no, dude, it's insane. It's the most intense thing I've ever rode before. My vocal cords? I feel fine. I feel good. Oh, yeah, okay. I see where you're going with that. Nah, my vocal cords got a hell of a break. It's funny because you take a break like that, and then like last night I'm going to record the podcast. Like, all right, do I remember how to do this? And then we get right back in it. We just jump right back into it. So, nah, it was fun. It was fun for sure, man. We had a good time. Like I said, we got to see what I think Epcot Monday would have been the most fun because I got to drink at all the pavilions and everything. That was fun. But we went on the boat Sunday, and I got just litty. Like, I literally was drinking a bottle of tequila straight to the head. Just straight to the head. Like a champ. Central Florida lake. So, I mean, I think that's freshwater. So, had a blast, though. Had a good time. No, the whole thing was awesome, man. And, like, honestly, like, it might sound crazy to some people, but going on a solo vacay was very, like, peaceful. Really, truly. You know, it was very peaceful. I would 1,000%. My Airbnb was incredible. The dudes that lived there, the dude that lived there, whatever, was like, and I didn't take advantage of it because I was busy, but he was like, yeah, Saturday night, he's like, you like UFC? We're grilling, we're drinking beers, we're watching UFC fights in the backyard, got a fire pit. I was like, and bro, I stayed 5 nights for like $230. Nah, so it was like a house with like an attachment built on the back. So it was like a minimalist kind of setting. Like it was like a bedroom, bathroom, mini fridge, microwave all tied together. But it was perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. The dope setup. It was a very dope setup. We had a good time. So we had a dope time, man. It was a good time. But like I said, Monday when I was at Disney, I was itching. I was like, all right, I'm ready to get back. Like I'm ready to get back in the studio. You know what I mean? So it's it was good to get back, and it's good to be back here now. And I'm looking forward to game day. Like honestly, I don't know. I mean, I know that, you know, the Florida game, we're a big dog and whatever. But hey, we got 3 more chances to watch our team play at home. Got a night game. Tailgate will be lit. I say we take advantage of it and enjoy it.
What do you really see out of Missouri? Like,
Yeah, Missouri's terrible. I'm surprised how bad they are. Yeah, it's a winnable game. Yeah, of course it is. I mean, we're going to have to score on offense, but, you know, that one and Clemson are your 2 most winnable left. I mean, and I guess that's what kind of surprises me too about – I mean, I know how the last game went, but the thing that surprises me about the attitude of Gamecock fans right now, or some fans, not all of them, but some, is it's like we are literally entering the final month of the season. 2 things are possible. Making a bowl game, which I know that might sound like a stretch, but it's still possible. And also, if nothing else, you enter the final month of the season, we have the opportunity to beat Clemson. Like, we actually realistically could beat Clemson. I mean, when's the last time you could say that? So, there's still a lot of good that can happen. There's still a lot of good that can come of it. We'll see. I mean, obviously Carolina's got to play a lot better, and that'll start on Saturday, at least putting a good effort out there. I think covering the spread would be ideal. Cover the spread. Cover the damn spread, if nothing else. Cover the spread. We can do that, show some life. Hell, maybe make it a 4th quarter game. Who knows? So, yeah. All right, I think that's going to do it. I think we're good. Again, appreciate y'all coming out. Tin Roof in the Vista. If you guys are not out here, be sure to come. $3 drafts, $3 rumple. If you want to learn how to shag, apparently you can do that as well. 8 to 10. You can learn how to shag. New developments here at the Tin Roof. Again, really appreciate it. We'll be out here back live again 5 to 7 next Wednesday. Of course, podcast, Daily Crow, all the content is normal. We'll be dropping all week long. And, yeah, what's up? What is going on here? Things are happening. Things are happening right now. Things are happening. Love to see it. All right, cool. Hey, appreciate y'all. Again, y'all have a great rest of your night. Tip your bartenders. Be sure to follow along with the content. And hey, like I said, Saturday, Seawell's spots 90 through 96. Seawell spots 90 through 96. Going to be a really good time. We'll be out there around 12:30 or so. And going to be a bad day to be a cold beer. So, all right, cool. You have a great rest of your night. I'm Chris Phillips, the Spurs Up Show. We will talk to you next week. Cue the music, Phil. Do it, kid.